Let me lend some clarity about who the Jews, the Romans, the Italians, the Caucasians are. The Caucasians of today's world are the Edomites of the Old Testament era. Because if you notice, by the time the New Testament come out, there was no mention of the Edomites again. Because the Edomites were now making presentation in the New Testament. Those people from Greece and those people from Rome were the Edomites of the Old Testament. Let me qualify this. In the Encyclopedia Britannica, under the topic Jerusalem, subtopic Roman rules, it says that Herod, the Roman king that ruled over Israel when Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ, was alive, was an Edomite. We know Herod was a Caucasian. We know Herod was a Roman. All Romans are Caucasians. Let us go to another publication of the Jewish community. We have seen in part of the Old Testament and most of the New Testament, the Jews are mentioned there as prominent figure. A publication of the Jews, Chabad.org, when discussing 14 facts you must know about Isa, it says Isa is the progenitor of the Romans. And we know that Rome is a small city in Italy. Therefore, Isa is the progenitor of all Italians. Chabad.org identified Magdiel, one of the 11 dukes of Isa, as being the progenitor of the Romans, the Italians. And we know Isa had 11 dukes. We must conclude. Every Caucasian fall perfectly in harmony with the description of the Edomites as was given in Genesis chapter 25 verse 25. We must conclude. The other 10 dukes of Isa were responsible for colonizing and displacing the original inhabitants of Europe, the Samites. In Matthew chapter 13 verse 24, the Son of God, Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ, gave a parable about the wheat and the tares. And in giving this parable, what Yahushua was actually doing, he was telling his disciples that the prophecy of Genesis chapter 3 verse 15 have already come to pass. The seed of the devil is already on the earth, and the seeds of the devil are currently among us. He told them how this prophecy came to pass in details. If you go and you read Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, after which you read Genesis chapter 25, entire chapter, and after which you go and you read Matthew chapter 13 verse 24 and the preceding part of the parable of the wheat and the tares, you will see in perfect harmony and in perfect detail the Son of the Most High were explaining that the prophecy of Genesis chapter 3 verse 15 have come to pass, and he was giving you the detail as to how it come to pass. It is amazing. To top it off, in Revelation chapter 13 verse 1 and 2, a prophecy is given there where a beast came out of the sea. We know a beast coming out of the sea is the birth of a new nation. Beast that came out of the sea. Something special happened. The dragon or the devil gave that beast his power, his seat, and his great authority. Identify that beast as a nation, because beasts in prophecy represents a nation, and a nation is a group of people with a common ancestry. Identify that nation as the Caucasians nation. So here we see the devil gave the Caucasians his seat, his throne, and his great authority. Now we see how everything is coming together. My people, let us take a step back into Malachi chapter 1, and we're going to deal with verse 2 and 2 to 4. In Malachi chapter 1, the all-knowing God of all creation, in Malachi chapter 1, verse 2 to 4, the Most High said, Esau and Jacob are brothers. I'm just paraphrasing here. Yet I love Jacob and I hate Esau. And he also said that he will hate the Edomites forever. So what the Most High is declaring here, I am going to hate the Caucasians forever. Those people who I spoke about in Genesis chapter 3 verse 15, those people who came into existence in Genesis chapter 25 verse 25, those people whom I spoke about in Revelation chapter 13 verse 1 and 2, Those people who my son spoke about in Matthew chapter 13, verse 24, I will hate them forever. Those people who my son spoke about in John chapter 8, verse 44, in Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, in Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Those people, the Edomites, the Caucasians, I am going to hate them forever.